Make sure you stay until the end. We'll explain about one component that should be replaced almost every time you remove or replace camshaft position actuator. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Dodge Charger and you need to remove, replace camshaft position actuator A bank 2. Stay with us, we'll explain where it's located, how to get to it, how to remove it, how to replace it. One component that you need to replace every time almost guys, and most people will not do, and that can cause oil leaks in the future as well. All that will be covered in this video today. Before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make guys at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. On that Dodge Charger we'll have even more. Why we do that? Because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need guys in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these free videos, absolutely free. And if you guys need to buy any parts, tools for your Dodge Charger or any car, you want to get them at a good price and quick shipping, you want to save money, check out the link in the description of the video below. That's where we get all our tool supplies from, and we'll share where you can find even additional things. So what we have specifically here, 2018 Dodge right here. This is 3.6 engine, quite common on Dodge Chargers guys. First, in order to get to it, we'll need to remove the intake hole. Stay with us, we'll do that and we'll continue. So before we start, let me explain here how things work guys. You looking at the engine, facing it from the front of your vehicle, you will have cylinder head number 1 here. This is known as bank 1. This is cylinder head number 2, known as bank 2. Now, if you know camshaft position actuator A, bank 2. If you look, you have 2 camshaft position actuators on each cylinder head. This is because you have variable timing, VVT dual variable timing on each cylinder head. So you, the engine practically can advance or retard the timing on the intake and the exhaust camshaft. So that makes why they invented that. So the engine is more powerful. It has a better power band. And also for emissions guys, lower emissions, better burning engine too. So which one is camshaft position actuator A? We'll talk about how you can test it as well. A will be on the intake camshaft right here, because the car first gets air and fuel, goes through the engine and then comes through the exhaust. So B will be this one. So A is that one here. Inspect to have, make sure you don't have oil leaks, okay, make sure the wires are in good condition as well, and we'll explain something else that can easily cause them to malfunction. So we're going to disconnect it, never pull for the wires. Some people will pull for the wires and pull them out of the connectors. We've seen that happen, and then they get that that code related to that camshaft position actuators. Torx 25, start looking bit, and we're going to pre-loosen 3 bolts. Now there are a few other things that can cause to have problems with the variable timing. One, failing camshaft sprocket, but we've seen something guys that most people never even think about that. So let me explain about that now. If you have the wrong type of engine oil viscosity, if you have dirty engine oil, it can easily trigger variable timing codes. If you have oil filter that's plugged up or not working correctly, that can cause it as well. Something else, it could be low on oil or dirty oil passages inside the engine. You can easily clean it with leaky moly engine flush. This thing is amazing. I didn't believe in it until I used it. We used it on a Porsche Cayenne with 190,000 miles. So you can go, you can search on YouTube, does leaky moly work on Porsche Cayenne? And it's simply amazing guys. The engine was like new after 190,000 miles. It cleaned everything on the inside, and that additive fixed so many variable timings here at the shop that we didn't need to replace any parts. Always remove that gasket and replace it too. This gasket often will fail guys. This gasket, you can see it's right here. It will get hard, it will flatten, and it will not seal correctly. So this is the camshaft position actuator. If you want to see how to test it, we'll have a video on the channel that will explain how to do that step by step, and find out if it's good or not. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.